Hello, hello, and welcome to Power in 3 Minutes. In this series of 30 days to step into your greatness. Now, today, I am so excited. I know that you keep hearing me saying that I'm excited, and possibly towards the end of this series, you will understand why I talk about excitement. And many of you have heard me talk about entheos, which means enthusiastic. And it means that you're operating in spirit. There is spirit flowing through you, because entheos means being in the spirit, right? Enthusiastic, right? And that's something I activate every day, every morning. And I'll speak to you towards the end of these sessions about how you also can activate this excitement, this life, that it actually flows through you. You become a conduit of life, so that the joy, the happiness, the excited, you look in wonder at what is ahead of you, right? But today I want to for our 3-minute story, it's not exactly a story, it's sort of a reflection, and I want you to come with me. One of my mentors, one time he told a story. He said that a lot of us are operating at a very almost crazy level. And he gave this story. He said to us, imagine you are suffering. You had a rash somewhere, or you went to see your doctor, and then you went and explained to the doctor what's happening, how things are not working for you, and where you're feeling the pain, and where you're feeling. You explained to them the problem. And then the doctor said, oh, I know exactly what's the problem. And then he or she prints out 2 or 3 prescriptions. And then the doctor says to you, you're free to go. But these prescriptions, I want you to give this one to your mother, this one to your grandmother, this one to your teacher, or this one to another person. And then you look at your doctor and say, are you crazy? I'm the one with the problem, but you're giving these prescriptions to other people. How is that? And he made us imagine, my mentor, actually it was from where I had this story from first. And he made us imagine, and he said to us, how many of us have struggles, have mental angst, have mental anguish? We are the ones suffering, but yet we want other people to change, so that we can stop suffering. That's the story of, you're the one suffering. You go to the doctor, they give you a prescription, but you want that prescription. That prescription is being given to other people. It can't happen. And why did I tell this story today? Because we need to get to a point where we own our emotional well-being, where we know it's me that is suffering. Therefore, I am responsible for my own mental wellness, for my own suffering. I am responsible for rectifying, for doing the retraction, the recalibration from this mental anguish. Now, you might be saying, oh, but it's that other person that caused the pain. Yes, maybe the person may have presented circumstances that were not conducive for you, circumstances that made you feel that destabilized you. However, each one of us is responsible for internalizing those feelings, right? I think the other day I talked about it is not the snake bite that actually kills us. It is the venom that we allow to circulate that kills us. Yes, the snake bite, someone has bitten you, and you can decide it stops here. The bite is painful as it is, right? But I will not allow myself to dig in, to get emotionally involved in this, to constantly regurgitate and think about this, which is not helping me. So that is our story for today. And I hope it's gonna give you, it's gonna jumpstart you to actually thinking, what is it that you are internalizing? Are you internalizing negative circumstances so that they actually overtake you, your body, your feelings? Because what happens is when someone or these circumstances happens, right? We can decide, okay, the hit, the knock, the bite is painful, but it stops here. It stops here. I am not going to allow myself to mull over this. I'm not going to allow myself to be emotionally involved in this. Because when we allow it to be emotionally involved in this, we continue to suffer, right? We continue to suffer even after the person did that thing once. But we then continue to do it to ourselves on a daily basis because we are retaining the memory. And it's my ask today that we become very aware, we become very present, we become very conscious so that we are not internalizing that. Because when we are in that state, this is what happens. We get dis-ease. And you probably know where I'm going with this, which will be a story for another day. Your body is not in a state of homeostasis, it's in a state of disease. And when you're in a state of disease, you can't grow, you can't create, you can't develop properly. I will speak to you tomorrow for another session of Power in 3 Minutes. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.